he's getting it now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Customs.
Hello.
Today in the shop, yeah, there's Casey. He said hello. We have my personal car. This is a 2013 Mustang GT Premium. Yeah, it's got the Coyote in it. This is an automatic car. Hey, don't be looking at me like that. I could not find a manual to buy, or I would have bought one. But the automatic's still pretty fun. Don't mind the way it looks. We're going to wash it after a while. We pulled it in last couple days because we had really bad storms in Tennessee, and I wanted it to be in the shop. Well, being in the shop, we're over in the other bay sanding high build primer, so the dust covered my car. No biggie. But what we're going to do today is just simple oil change and replace the filter, and we're going to show y'all how to do that. The first thing we done is fired it up and let it get warm, and then I grabbed the filler cap, which is located on the valve cover over here on the front passenger side. Always remove the filler cap. Lets air down through and the oil flows out quicker. In my opinion, that's the way I do it. But let's raise her up and find the filter, and we'll show you how to do an oil change on your 13 Mustang GT. Alright guys, tools you're going to need for this: for the drain plug, 15mm wrench. Now to get access to your oil filter, you have to drop this plastic down. I'll show you how to do that in a second. And for that, you need an 8mm. First thing we're going to do is start draining the oil. I have a good oil pan here. And we'll break this loose. And yeah, this is the first time that I've changed the oil in this car. I bought this car last year sometime. But oil filter, that oil doesn't need to be on there that tight. Get a proper hammer. That'd be changed to some crappy Jiffy Lube or something. Yeah, that's just way too tight. Oh, great. Got tight as I was trying to undo it. There we go. And yes, I do advise wearing some gloves when you do this. I read on our research, well, Casey done the research, this thing takes 8.5 quarts with a filter change. And it's 5W20. And what we grabbed was, hold on a minute, get my hands wiped off a little bit. We'll grab a jug and I'll show you what we're putting in her. We're using the Mobile 1 Advanced Full Synthetic 5W20. I've run Mobile 1 in a lot of my Mustangs and I had good luck with it. It's good oil. And for the filter, I always use a K&N. I've been using them for years. Ain't had no problem out of them. And guys, you can use pretty much any filter out there, except for a Fram. Do not put a Fram on any of your vehicles, please. But get the K&N. You ain't got the money for the K&N. The STP oil filters are good and they're low cost, or your store brand, wherever you shop. O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Advance, something like that. But yeah, try to get a good filter. It's worth it. in my opinion. Go ahead and set that up there out of the way. Alright, I'm going to continue to let this drain for a little bit, and then I'll show you how to get this little plastic piece off and drop down where we can get to the oil filter. Alright, she comes down to a slow drip. Well, how's the belt look, Casey?
Actually, it's not terrible.
Casey's changing his serpentine belt into an oil change on his. Too bad we couldn't do a double video, but it is what it is. I've let all the oil drain out, so now we'll just replace the plug. Man, that thing was tight.
I can imagine.
I had to take a homemade hammer to get it loose. And that's tight enough. No sense of hammering that thing super tight like it was before. It's not going to fall out. The same with the oil filter, and I'll show you that. Alright, that's done. Got my oil cleaned off of there. No mess underneath my pretty car. Now we're going to move up here towards the front. Put my oil pan and bring y'all up here just a little closer. Alright. So that everybody can see what I'm seeing. This has to drop down in order to get the oil filter, which is over here. You have an 8mm here. Here and here. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, check this out. Remove for oil service. And it's got arrows. 1, 2, and 3. Handy dandy. Let me flip the camera around the other way, y'all. There you go. Now you can get a better view of what we're doing. The first one was here. Second one. This thing will not fall. It would just hit it down. Supposedly. Allegedly. There we go. See, it's on that bar system right here. So it just comes down. And there's your filter. And I can already see when I take that filter loose, it's just going to get caught up in here and make this big gobby freaking mess. Let's see if we can get this back. There we go. Now we're cooking with oil. Try to get your pan up underneath the filter. And just take her off. There we go. The filter was not too tight. That was proper. Got a CarQuest filter on it. Not too terrible. Now you're going to make a little bit of a mess. So is life. Almost made a big mess. Alright, I thought I had a second rag. Now, you see why I say wear gloves? Yeah, because I got all over the place. Floor will clean, and the car will clean. Now, what you do, now that you got your filter off, and I looked at the filter, make sure that the rubber O-ring is still on the filter and doesn't get stuck on your engine. A lot of times they'll get stuck right up here where your filter goes. Didn't mean to get this messy today. Alright, now let's grab our other filter. Now our hands are all greasy. As a matter of fact, I've got these nasty gloves on. I'm going to go ahead and clean this area where I spilt all that oil. And I'll leave it to me to turn a simple oil change into a major job here. But if you're going to do something, do it right. Don't half-ass it, just take your time and get it done correctly. Any place that oil splashed or dripped, try to get it cleaned off, especially if you got a nice car like this. But then again, I don't care if you get a piece of junk and it's old and half wore out. Try to keep it clean and take care of it. All right, let me grab another pair of gloves. I got a new pair of gloves. Now, well, the light is just about blinding right over there, ain't it? This is our K&N. Check it, make sure that it does have an O-ring on it. Now this thing goes in at an angle, so we're not going to be able to get much oil in here, but I am going to go ahead and pour some oil in this filter and go ahead and get it pre-filled as much as I can. All right, went ahead and got my filter as full as I think I can without wasting a lot. Come right through here. Get her screwed on there. Now it's got oil all over it, so I can't get no grip. That's what they make rags for. And hand tight is plenty for an oil filter. Just get it good and snugged up there, guys. Go. Alright, get all of our mess wiped down, except for the floor. That's okay. Now we got our filter on. For those y'all that want to know, the K&N part number is a 2011. Let's go ahead and get this flipper flopper thing back up there. And there we have it. There's our oil drained and our filter replaced. So let's drop it and fill her up. And now let's just fill her up. So you got this big monster hole here, which I like, because I can put my big green funnel in here. Tell you the truth, I like the quarts better than the gallons. But gallons were on sale. So, that's what we're putting in her. Let me go ahead and get this thing filled up. Then we'll crank it up, check for leaks, and check our oil level to make sure we're exactly where we're supposed to be. Alright, I stuck 8 quarts in it. Let's fire it up and check it for leaks. Then we'll shut her down and let check our oil level. Oh, where'd the keys go, Catherine?
I don't know.
I didn't know I took them out.
Casey!
Oh, I found them.
Okay. Never mind.
I found them in the passenger seat.
Never mind.
Well, good news. It started. The oil's not gushing out from underneath the car. That's what you want to see. Let's let it run a few seconds in case you get by here. Yep, no leaks. Looks good the old days when you just reach underneath there and go, wow, wow. Yeah. Everything's electric nowadays. I'm going to shut her off. The sound really wants it over. Oh, and we need to figure out how to do the reset on all the digital crap. And I had a rag. I keep losing stuff. That's the problem here. Oh, wait a minute. Start running it.
All I'm doing is getting enough to wet my rim.
How does yours go out?
Straight on.
Straight like that?
No, straight.
Oh, so you...
I won't be pre-filling now.
Yeah. Well, mine went on into 45, so I could pre-fill a little bit. Just enough to make a mess and spill it on the floor.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Alright, that ran long enough to check a level. Alright, get the dipstick, which is over here on the driver's side. There's a hole here somewhere. And I can't find it. Get in there. Get. What's wrong with you? Alright, stick it back in. Let it sit for a second or two. Now let's check our level. Alright, she is perfect at 8 quarts. Right there on the circle. Cool. Which I was wondering about that 8.5 that I read. Looks like it's the first time I changed the oil in this, so now I know. It's an even 8 quarts with a K&N filter. Well, there we have it. That's how you change the oil in the 2013 Mustang GT. I will do more on this car later once I get it cleaned up and everything, show it to y'all. But only thing we have left to do is let's do a general check. And when I say general check your antifreeze level. Okay, it's there. Check your brake fluid. Because you want to find a leak before you find a leak. Usually just rock it back and forth. See the levels right up here. Exactly on the max. Of course, there's no power steering fluid because it is electronic. And besides that, whenever I do the oil change, I always like to check the filter. Filter still looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't really see no couple of little crappy things in there. I'm going to go ahead and crank up some air and blow that filter out for now. Later on, maybe I'll get a K&N or something like that to put in it. But let's get that blowed out, and then we'll get all this wrapped up. Alright, air filter's cleaned, so everything underneath the hood is a rock and roll. So let's wrap this up by figuring out how to do that oil change reminder light thing. There we go. I found it. Y'all see me clicking through it. Alright, oil life reset to 100%. Alright, figured that out. Good deal. There you have it, guys. Simple oil change, and once I figured out all of that stuff, you've seen how you can reset your oil reminder on the inside. But cool. Happy with that. Glad to do it. It needed to be done, that's for sure. Well, guys, appreciate you watching. Hope y'all gained a little knowledge from that video. I know I did. If you would, throw down some comments.
Wait, how'd you already watch the video?
Oh, I didn't already watch the video.
Yeah,
I
but you
just
said, I
performed
hope you
it.
gained knowledge from watching the video. You said you did. How'd you already watch the video if it's not even out yet?
Don't listen to him. I think he's been smoking that stuff. Yeah. Anyway, see, now I done lost where I was. Thank you, Casey.
You were doing your outro.
Well, I know that. You see what I got to go through every day.
It's not every day. It's a Saturday.
If y'all are able to, hit us up on the super thanks below. And again, appreciate you watching. Until the next one, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.